Baba,
Why, Mom?
what are you doing?
It's a very funny video. Take a look, come.
Always watching this and that.
It's very funny, Mom. Take a look, please. What are you doing, Tati? What are these things? Why are you using calculator? It's easy with Excel, Tati. Why don't you use Excel, Tati?
Vada. What the hell is this?
It's fine, Mom. That's because hard work, Tati. What's this video?
Technology. Technology is a term that refers to a body of knowledge that is employed to generate tools, create skills, and choose materials for human use. Technology includes the use of materials, tools, techniques, and work more productive. Workplace. A workplace is a location where someone works for his or her employer. A place of employment. Such a place can range from home office to a large office building or factory.
There are so many workplaces, but we can't discuss how technology impacts all these workplaces. So, to give you a good understanding about how technology impacts the workplaces, we took 3 fields that cover many workplaces that are more relevant to our lives, and finally we give you an overall idea about how technology impacts the workplace.
There are so many workplaces, but we can't discuss how technology impacts all these workplaces. So to give you a good understanding about how technology impacts the workplaces, we took 3 fields that cover many workplaces that are more relevant to our lives, and finally we give you an overall idea about how the technology impacts the workplace. Technology on education. Positive findings on technology for education. No geographical limitations. With the introduction of online degree programs, there is hardly any need of being present physically in the classroom. Even several foreign universities have started online degree courses that students can join. Distant learning and online education have become very important part of the education system nowadays. Globalization makes learning easier. As an example for this, we can take our library books borrowing and returning system. Because of this barcode system, we don't want to be in long queues. It saves our time. Apart from that, if we want to find a book in the huge library, we can easily find that with computer system without wasting our time. Information comes handy whenever needed, helps the students to score high marks, help students with busy schedules freedom to work at home on their own time. It helps do work effectively, train students to learn new technology skill they can use later in the workplace, decrease paper and photocopying cost, promoting concept of Green Revolution. Here is a video on Green Revolution. Negative findings on technology for education. Many experts and experienced people say that due to such technology in education, students' imagination is affected, their thinking ability is reduced, declining writing skills. Due to the excessive usage of online chatting and shortcuts, the writing skills of today's young generation have declined quite tremendously. These days, children are relying more and more on digital communication that they have totally forget about improving their writing skills. They don't know the spelling of different words, how to use grammar properly, or how to do cursive writing. Also, it's sometimes time consuming from teacher's point of view. It is costly to install such technology, increasing incidents of cheating. Technological developments like graphing calculators, high-tech watches, mini cameras and similar equipment have become great sources to cheat in exams. It is easier for students to write formulas and notes on graphing calculators with least chance of being caught. There can be health issues too when used over limit. Some students can't afford modern computer technologies. Lack of focus. SMS or text messaging has become a favorite pastime of many students. Students are seen playing with their cell phones, iPhones day and night, or driving, and very often even between lectures. Being ever connected to the online world has resulted in lack of focus and concentration in academics, and to some extent, even in sports and extracurricular activities.
Ushering in a new era of healthcare, fundamentally changing how and where medical decisions are made and treatment is rendered through a combination of wearable health monitor technologies, telemedicine, home diagnosis, and even pop-up retail settings. Healthcare providers have begun to recognize the importance of treating patients remotely. In 2014, $2.3 billion was raised for digital health startups, and between 2011 and 2014, $1.9 billion in capital was raised for companies aiming to use predictive analytics. By 2018, 70% of healthcare organizations are expected to invest in medical mobile apps, with an estimated spend of $1.5 trillion on wearable health monitor technologies and mobile apps. This rising trend of remote healthcare, coined House Calls Plus, has allowed for a more timely administration of treatment for patients at their homes, significantly reducing the cost of intervention, as well as improving the quality of care. Pilot programs are showing excellent results, with one program in the U.S. reducing admission rates to hospitals by 18% for its diabetic population who use remote monitoring and communication, and their readmission rates have also dropped by 31%, all of which reduced costs to the test center by 7%. An alternative to hospital-run healthcare programs is the drive towards patients using wearables and other personalized technologies to receive a variety of readings, which they can directly compare to a number of benchmarks and decide whether or not to proceed to a healthcare professional. Other patients may instead choose to consult health social networks to share information from their automated readings, consult a physician during Q&A sessions, or even seek emotional support. Patients may also use apps to detect a correlation between their condition and medication interactions, or bad health practices to make decisions on how to improve their health. For more in-depth testing, patients could also decide to use home kits for personalized genomic services, blood and other biomarker testing, environmental testing, and even predictive biosimulation. Such a style of healthcare is being termed local convenience store. For those who choose to consult a healthcare expert, a number of options may arise that redirect the patients away from the hospital. Retail outlets in common city centers and clinics in remote locations can receive patients, review their information, and decide whether to continue with further care by a physician. On-call doctors are also readily available to answer questions and provide healthcare directives through video chat, email, or mobile phones to patients anywhere. Telemedicine has grown exponentially, with 72% of hospitals and 52% of physician groups in the U.S. currently providing such services. And in Ontario, Canada, telemedicine programs have seen an annual growth of about 30% for the past few years. Among the risks associated with advancing personalized technology in healthcare is the belief that technology will take over the role of the doctor. In 2017, 142 million medical and health apps are expected to be downloaded, and an estimated 65% of consumer healthcare transactions are to be made using mobile devices. Nevertheless, hospitals and healthcare professionals will still be at the forefront of all treatment plans, especially in unique cases. Therefore, the new dynamic of doctor-patient relationships requires new collaborations and business models, as well as a revised understanding of healthcare companies' role in the value chain.
How to impact technological to the healthcare. Continuous technological developments in healthcare have saved countless lives and improved the quality of life for even more. Not only has technological change experience for patients and their families, but it's also had a huge impact on medical process and the practices of healthcare professionals.
The accessibility of data and the means of data and process, it is a hallmark of the technological age. The internet system, search features and the ability to healthcare professions to rapidly share information have enhanced the synthesis and analysis of data. Big data in healthcare allows the entire field of the benefit from comprehensive research studies. These endeavors can access a large and more diverse population group than ever before. They can also draw from existing studies from comprehensive meta-analysis. These innovations allows medical professions to stay on top of healthcare trends, techniques and technologies. This can be used to automatically identify risk factors to recommend the right preventative treatment by comparing patients' data with the data from thousands of other patients. Technological innovations in healthcare have facilitated much smoother communication within healthcare organizations. Medical professions can now use to media such as video, online discussions, platforms and real-time meeting capacities to communicate and advance to spread of knowledge in the field. Electronic medical records in-house are accessible by all relevant departments and care providers. This results in improved case management, treatment and patient's recovery. Previously, medical information from visit to the general practitioners, medical specialists, allied health professions and the dentists were held in separate locations with different health practitioners and hospitals. Electronic medical records allowed all patient histories, test results, diagrams and relevant information to be stored centrally in an online location. The data allows for more focused and accurate care as well as the ability to see health trends for each individual. Medical billing system allowed hospitals, clinics and medical patients to run much more smoothly.
Telemedicine or telehealth services such as video conference are becoming cost-effective ways to complement local health services. It is particularly beneficial to those living in rural, regional and remote communities and requiring regular access to medical specialists who live several kilometers away. Generally, you have a GP, other medical practitioners, midwives, health workers and practitioners providing face-to-face clinic services to the patient during the teleconsultation with the specialist to ensure the correct procedures are carried out. Teleconsultation is also beneficial to healthcare workers on location as specialists can provide education and training virtually.
Mobile software applications are key to improving accessibility for patients and healthcare professions. Mobile apps enable people to easily manage their health and well-being. Everything from prompting them to get checkups to finding general medical information to accessing their test results surely online 24 hours 7 days without having to book in an appointment with their GP and wait days for results. Healthcare professionals on the other hand can quickly access information relating to diseases and drugs, images for clinical matters, connected educational activities and so on.
Advantages of using technology on healthcare. Mobility in healthcare. Mobility has been gaining around in healthcare industry. Mobility solutions are creating endless opportunities for both patients and medical experts. These solutions are effective in emergency care, patient care, and hospital management. Improved care and efficiency. Another key area that has grown and continues to do so is patient care. The use of information technology has made patient care safer and more reliable in most applications.
Healthcare facilities are reaching patients using social media.
Healthcare facilities, particularly hospitals, are using social media to establish contact with patients, answer questions about practices, launch public awareness campaigns, and performance community outreach. Some sophisticated sites even offer instant chat with nurses and doctors about medical issues and reminders for people to get regularly needed tests and vaccines.
Labor cost saving. Labor cost saving is the main aim of introduction of computers in accounting. it refers to annual saving in labor cost or increase in the volume of work handled by the existing staff. Saving in time is another object of computerization. Computers should be used whenever it is important to save time. It is important that jobs should be completed in a specified time, such as preparation of payrolls and statement of accounts. Time so saved by using computers may be used for other jobs. Accuracy. Accuracy in accounting statements and books of accounts is the most important in business. This can be done without any errors or mistakes with the help of computers. It also helps to locate the errors and frauds very easily. Frauds. Computer is mainly installed to minimize the chance of fraud committed by the employees, especially in maintaining the books of account and handling cash. On personnel. Computer relieves the manual drudgery, reduces the hardness of work and fatigue, and to that extent improves the morale of the employees. Enhance the quality of service. Technology helps to serve quality service to the customers. It removes some inefficiencies of human activities with more accuracy.
Lost some employees' jobs. Adopting technology instead of manpower may result to lose some employees' jobs. Technology reduces employee recruitments and make new working environment.
System failures. Technological infrastructure failures may occur while using technological instruments, and some systems may fail due to poor connectivity. Inadequate technological infrastructure. Sometimes technological infrastructures are not sufficient for the requirements. Therefore, some people cannot adapt to the new technologies and unable to get in those advantages. Language barriers. Most of technologies are working with English language and some are not enough capable with the language. Therefore, at some times language make barriers of using technology. Password hacking. In finance activities, especially in banking sector, we use password with access. These passwords may hack by outside people and it negatively impact on these activities. Technology is very important in financial institutions. Effective use of the technology can provide a competitive advantage through greater efficiency, security, compliance, and customer satisfaction.
In this way, technology impacts to the workplace positively as well as negatively. Let's get an overall idea about negatively and positively impact on technology to the workplace.
Technology is very essential in business development. Technology involves the flow of information among business partners, consumers, distributors, and employees quickly and easily. A business will use technology to speed up communication or information flow among these parties.
Advantage of using technology to the workplace. First, speed the sending of information. Technology tools like electronic mails and text messaging systems speed up the sending of information within and outside of the organization. Second one, speed decision making in an organization. Since technology speeds the transfer of information, employees in an organization can easily consult each other and analyze information in a shortest period and make a decision.
Influences the way people interact in organizations. Let's look at an organization where you only see the operations manager twice a week. By the time he comes, everyone needs to speak and he has less time for each of you. But with electronic mail, you can simply draft an email and send it to your superior or workmate. In this case, they don't have to stop what they are doing to give attention to your matter, but you will get an instant reply and can continue with your work.
Fourth one is structures organizational life. Technology puts everything where it is supposed to be. No need to see papers and files everywhere in the office. All data is stored on the database, and you will have less paperwork in the organization, which makes life easier at work.
Provides a voice to those who normally would not speak up in groups. Face-to-face communication tends to be difficult to some people, so the use of technology will help them communicate effectively at work. Some employees might have a fear of face-to-face expression, but these employees might have relevant suggestions or contributions which can help the organization growth. So, they can easily use technological tools like electronic mail to voice out their concern.
Disadvantage of using technology to the workplace. First one, security issues. Using technology in workplace can create various security issues. Email, text message, and other websites are often vulnerable to hackers or other individuals who should not have access to certain information.
Equipment expense. Companies typically have to purchase additional equipments to implement technology into its operations. Personal computers, servers, modems, and other software or hardware are often necessary components. A business may also need to replace these equipment in few years to maintain relevance in the business environment.
Difficulty training employees. Business can face difficulty training all the employees to use new technological methods. These individuals may have a difficult time understanding the technology and how these processes work.
Communication skills. Cell phones, email, texting, and social media have largely replaced face-to-face communications in workplaces. One short meeting or conversation can eliminate multiple text messages, phone calls, or emails. The ability to choose the people you interact with, as on Facebook or Twitter, isn't an option in the workplace, whether dealing with fellow workers or with clients. Interpersonal communications, critical to building business relationships, are more complicated and require courtesies and listening skills not necessary in social media.